I'm sitting with the Vice President of LipSmart 360, Stephen Thompson. And Stephen, if you don't mind, I'd like for you just to share with everyone that's watching this video the vision of LipSmart 360. You know, where we've come from, where we're at, but most importantly, where we're going with this concept.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, guys. This is something we're extremely passionate about, so sharing the vision is something that I love to do. You know, I think when you take a look at the vision of 360, you first have to ask yourself a question, and that is this: do you know anybody that loves chocolate, right? You know, guys, chocolate is a compelling business, and if you're like I am, you probably already love it yourself. You know, Romacio, as you know, I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate.
Too.
Yeah, that's right. I can't get anywhere near it. I start sweating, my heart starts beating, and I can't say no. But I never really thought about being in the chocolate business. But when you stop and you look at the statistics and you really look at the numbers of the industry, it makes a lot of sense. You know, chocolate is a huge business. Over 1 billion people, as you know, are already buying chocolate every day. So it's not something we need to create. They did it yesterday, they'll do it again today, and of course they'll do it again tomorrow. And it's one of those things, it's such a huge business. And another thing about chocolate I love is the emotional factor. You know, according to Gallup poll surveys, 9 out of 10 people, they don't like chocolate, they love it. And so from that perspective, there's an emotional connection. And so I think when you look at the potential behind the chocolate business, it's pretty compelling. And of course, millions of new chocolate lovers are born every day, right? They're called babies. So we're never going to run out of potential for customers. I love the scalability of what 360 Chocolate has the ability to be. We have the ability, as you know, to actually build out 40 to 50 different healthy chocolate products that are all unique, so no two chocolates are the same. And we also have the ability to take these chocolates around the world. And of course, we have 3 primary goals in the company. The first is to build 40 to 50 360 chocolate products, you know, during that time frame. And of course, we also want to take those chocolates to 80 to 100 countries and over $1 billion in sales in 5 years. And we believe we'll hit that goal.
Awesome. You know, well, listen, my second question is, Stephen, tell us, what did LipSmart 360 do? How long has this chocolate concept been around? What were the revenues that we did last year? What do you see happening this year, 2014, and that sort of thing?
Yeah, so the recording of this video, we're just got into 2014, just had the new year. 2013 for us was a great year. You know, 2013 was really our foundation, a foundational year, if you will. We launched 360 Chocolate in the early part of January 2013. At that time, it was a concept with one product. We joke now that we had one chocolate, gave you a lot of energy, which is a wonderful product, but when you're doing a lot of chocolate happy hours that we do in the evening, and your guests are loading up on 5 or 10 energy chocolates, let's just say that the meetings were a lot of fun. There was a lot of energy in the meeting, but people sometimes weren't happy when they couldn't sleep when they got home at night, you know. But even starting with one chocolate and really no brochures, no website, nothing, we began the process. We developed out another 4 chocolates last year for a total of 5. We opened 8 countries, which was a pretty significant achievement, and we generated just a hair under $10 million in total revenue. So about $10 million the first year with this concept, and frankly, we see it continuing on that same type of growth curve. It was 500% month-over-month growth in 2013.
So 2014, what do you project?
We are anticipating, and this is certainly our goal, there's a lot of work to be done to hit this, but we'd like to see ourselves do about 40 to 50 million this year, maybe more, so we're excited.
Awesome. Yeah. So for the people watching this video, could you talk about the opportunity that they have with this concept, whether it's from a consumption standpoint as a consumer or as a distributor making money in the chocolate business?
Well, and I think you could find either way to be attractive, right? Everybody loves chocolate. Ask yourself this question, for those of you watching the video, would you be interested in getting healthier by eating more chocolate? That's an answer, of course, right? Exactly. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Right.
And I think that a lot of what I think is attractive to 360 is it's so simple. You know, if, for example, I have 3 young daughters, and I joke with audiences, my 1-year-old is not really talking yet, and she kind of waddles when she walks, and she still has to be taken care of. And even though she can't speak and we can't communicate, she already loves chocolate. If I put a chocolate 360 chocolate in front of her and I don't give it to her, she will cry. So it's something that's intuitive, right? You know, there's an old saying that God gave the angels wings, so He gave humans chocolate. So what I love about what we're doing is the fact that it is so intuitive. It's something we love from the time that we're small children, and everybody loves it. So the ability to get healthier, by eating more chocolate, when you think about that, that's attractive. Of course, we have 3 ways, as you know, for someone to get the chocolate. They can buy it at retail. wholesale. They can also get it free. So whether they want to be a customer, just get free chocolate, whatever it may be, we have those opportunities. And of course, here's what I know. There's an old saying that when it comes to life, if you want to be happy, find something you love to do, and you'll never work a day in your life. I can tell you, and you know this, and I can share with the audience, this last year, I worked harder than I've ever worked from a perspective of hours invested, travel. We were taking the chocolate all over the world, from Japan to Europe to all over the United States. But I never really put in 1 hour of work in the sense that I love what I'm doing. I love chocolate immensely. Always have my whole life. Never thought about being in the chocolate business, but it makes perfect sense. If you love it as much as I do, why would you not want to be a part of sharing chocolate that benefits people's lives as a consumer?
Sure.
And so, again, whether it's someone wanting to be a consumer, wanting to be a member of our company, there's a huge financial opportunity with our career path. It's just really where someone sees themselves fitting in. What we know is they already love our product. That's one thing we can get out of the way right up front. So.
And then lastly, as we bring this video to an end, talking about the vision, Stephen, one of the things that really, really impressed me wasn't just the chocolate concept, but also the type of commissions or money that people could earn in the chocolate business.
Yeah.
It's really staggering. Could you talk a little bit about, I know we have an incredible career path that hopefully you've watched by now, but could you talk about that one specific component, if you will, the IFS and the one-leg rank and all those type of goodies that we have that are allowing some of these just amazing incomes that we're actually experiencing? It's pretty impressive.
It is. And for me, I've been in network marketing for 18 years, and I've made about $12 million in the last 12 years. So this has been a lucrative profession for me. I first began earning over 6 figures a month in my 20s. And so, earning that type of income, was certainly something I was accustomed to. And I did that very quickly at 360. But what has been the most compelling thing to me has been watching people that have never in their life had success in network marketing before, okay? They've never made money before in this business. Romacio, you know the stories. These people are coming into this business, and they're not just knocking out of the park. They're knocking the cover off the ball. They're breaking the bat, smashing the scoreboard all in one swing. And it's because, again, it goes back to that intuitive nature of just how simple the product is to share. As you know, all we have to do is give away free chocolate. That's it. And so there's a magnetism, if you will, to 360. So the other component, obviously, is our career path that we put together. When we built this compensation plan, we didn't really try to design a comp plan. We really wanted to put together a path for people to follow, to build a long-term career and help us grow a global chocolate company. We view ourselves as that first, more than we do a network marketing company first, et cetera. Now, of course, by infusing it with wellness, that brings a whole other component to the table. But when you look at the 4 different ways that we create and generate income, 14 different payouts, incentives and benefits that rival any career path anywhere, corporate America, government work, whatever, health insurance, full-blown retirement, our blessing bonus, which is incredibly powerful. And then on top of that, you add that IFS. And for those who maybe have watched the video that haven't had a chance to learn, I agree with them. 360careerpath.com is a great place you can check out to see the team building bonus component. But we really have just endeavored, Romacio, just to put something together where people aren't limited. I believe we get in this business of networking because we want an unlimited future, right? Well, oftentimes after participating in a business for a length of time, we realize there are some limits there. Daily caps, limits, only getting paid on weak side volume. You have to build 2 legs. Your ranks are built. All those are all factors that they're kind of like, to me, they're almost like a speed bump or like a pothole a little bit. And I just believe some companies intentionally put those in place. At 360, we didn't do that. We put a plan together that would literally uncap you, both from an income perspective, but also from a potential perspective as your role as a leader in the business and as your role to be an impact for your family. And so we're quite excited about it, and the results have been pretty amazing. So
yeah, I have to say they've been extremely amazing. Hint, hint, clue, clue. But anyway, as we close it out, there are 3 main visions, as you were talking about. One, 40 to 50 functional chocolates. What I like, Stephen, is each chocolate is sugar-free, all natural, low in calories. That's such a huge component that I think we should really even talk more about, because a lot of people eat chocolate. One of the downsides to chocolate in most people's mind is you get the pleasure, but you also get the guilt.
That's right.
And what I like here at 360, people can have the pleasure without the guilt because it's sugar-free and low in calories. So that's the first goal, 40 to 50 functional chocolates. And the second goal is to take it to 80 to 100 countries.
That's right.
we're talking about no borders on this thing, right?
That's right. Well, then if I may comment,
Sure.
chocolate has no borders.
Yeah.
I can go to Iceland, I can go to, Norway, I can go down to Italy, I can go to Turkey. I've been to Turkey this year. This past year, we're in Japan. I can sit across the table from someone that doesn't understand my language, and I don't understand theirs, but the second that I say the word chocolate, we immediately understand one another. It's a global love and a global language. It's truly amazing. Our biggest challenge at 360 is we have so many people that want to take the chocolate into more countries than we have time to get to yet. So we're going to get there. 8 countries in the first year is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And that's, frankly, is thanks to Mr. Hallberg and the financial, capabilities that he brings to 360. Being billionaire-backed has made a huge difference.
Woo!
Not having to grow. Most people don't realize companies can be growing and they can be generating a lot of revenue, a lot of sales, but have very little cash flow. Because they have so much reinvestment to be done in inventory, and when you add international markets on top of that, it can rack up pretty quickly. So what we were able to accomplish, we opened up in our European operation, to give you guys an idea. We did within 6 months what some of the companies that are active in the market today have taken over 2 years, and they still haven't done. And of course, we have individuals that have made some very, very, very serious monthly incomes in that market as well. These were without brochures, without translations, and in some cases without even having much in the way of product on hand. These individuals, one gentleman, are under $1,000 of income in less than 60 days of the business. And so, yeah, it's been compelling. I think for me, what I'm most excited about is the future. When I look at where we are at 360, we're a baby. $10 million in sales this last year, about 25,000 reps. It was good. It was a solid year for us. But 2014 is going to be our year, and I can tell anybody watching this video, you know this. If you're willing to come into 360, you're willing to strap on it and get to work and be willing to follow our system. Because one thing you know this is not like the traditional network marketing business you've been a part of. It's very different with what we do. It's just a different feel. It's unlike anything else out there. So be teachable, be willing to come and go to work, and there's going to be some lives, many, many lives that are changed. We're excited. We believe that as time progresses, we will create the industry's very first $10 million a month incomer. And that's obviously
now for those watching the video. Did you mean $10 million a year incomer?
No, per month.
$10 million per month.
It's never been done before. It's never even been, and no one's even come close, okay? Now listen, we can all throw numbers out. Numbers, just throwing them out, they don't mean a lot. But when you look at the potential of what we have, when you look at the IFS and you look at the compensation career path, that potential, without question, is there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I can tell you I'm certainly excited, and certainly excited to be in partnership with you, baby.
All right, man.
Thanks for watching, guys. There you have it.